Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in?
And you won't be angry?
I will not be angry.
Abby someone.
Abby someone. Abby who?
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal.
I'm almost sure that was the name.
Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5-foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh my God. So fucking. Three words.
I love that movie.
Oh, Young Frankenstein is the best.
So good.
Pumpkin Spice Latte returns to Starbucks today. For people who are big into the PSL. I'm kind of surprised this is still a thing. I'm not surprised the flavor is still a thing because I think people genuinely like it. But I am surprised that it's still a thing. Like when they announce, today's PSL day.
I really thought it came out a few weeks ago.
I've never had pumpkin spice latte.
Duncan has had it for a while.
Okay.
That might be what you're thinking.
I thought I saw, maybe it was a video from last year that someone reposted of them trying it, because I thought Stefan Johnson posted a video of him trying a Starbucks one, but maybe
Did he like it?
Yeah,
It's so good.
he liked it.
I mean, America runs on Duncan. I don't know what Starbucks
I haven't
does.
seen America lately, but they ain't running.
Nobody's running it anyway.
They're not.
Yeah, there's this coffee shop right next to us. It's like a small little place. They had a pumpkin marshmallow flavor. And I said, can you do that cold? And they said, we can. So that's
Yes,
what I
we
had.
do that by a process of not heating it up.
Please, I will take one of those.
I need to get in there because they also do a lot of teas too, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's real
we're-
good.
I need to get in there.
Teas.
When I come through the arcade there, sometimes
Pop in.
I forget that it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't bring your electric tea kettle for everyone to share in the office?
I gave it to my daughter for her dorm room.
But also, you don't even need that because they have the hot water. You can just pump some hot water right out of
Look at
the
this.
water pump.
Look at us.
I don't. What, in the kitchen you can?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even.
And then they also have the coffee machine that also has
A tea button.
a tea button, but it's also like they have tea. What's it called? Like
Keurig. Don't they have the Keurig back there?
Yeah, like
it's kind of like a Keurig, but
it's like a
not.
Keurig for an office.
But it takes pods.
It takes those pods, so they have tea
which
pods.
seems very
Yeah.
wasteful.
It's very, very wasteful, and it's hard to clean out, and that's why we have all the fruit flies they figured out.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, on Friday, Poundcake and I went to Barrio after the show with some other people, and Jake from News,
State Farm.
no, from WTAM, figured out that there was a bunch of pods in there, and they had been sitting there for a while, and it had gotten gross, and that's where the fruit flies were coming
That's
from.
why it's
So,
news radio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so somebody over at TAM figured out why, because he saw all of that was ground zero for the gnats and flies and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought I was, and I'm sure she appreciated it because she did tell me she wanted it. I thought I was killing it by giving my daughter the electric kettle, except that her grandparents, my ex-in-laws, got her a Keurig for her room. Man, if you have accommodating grandparents, nothing is beyond your reach. I swear to God. When I think about what I moved into my dorm room with, holy Christ. Clothes, a couple of pillows. Now it's like, oh my God. And I'm guilty of this too with my kids. Getting things, make sure they got everything set and whatever. But the things that kids in college now have available to them is pretty wild.
Yeah, my grandparents never did anything like that for us, and it's just because they have 400 grandkids.
Right.
I have so many cousins that if they did that, they would have been spread way too thin.
Yeah.
So,
My grandparents are dead, like my dad.
Well, I've got one left. I've got one left.
I have no
Yeah,
grandparents.
same.
Yeah, me and Alan.
My
they don't have
grandparents are all
anybody.
dead too.
We just
like
got
my
a,
dad.
We just got a mom. Ugh.
That's it. Now, well, I was texting my mom today because today was my grandmother's birthday. My grandmother would have been 109 years old today. She died just shy of 103. But that seems a long time ago, too. Very strange. So I always check in with my mom, make sure she's, on these big days, make sure that she's doing okay. And I guess my brother has cleaned out the garage at my parents' house.
What did you find? Anything cool?
Well, it's like 99% my dad's stuff. The garage was basically like my dad's shop.
His man cave.
Not even that. Just it was all tools and equipment and stuff. And when I was home for his funeral in June, I said to my mom, I said, all I want is his army canteen. And that was what I took because I knew they were going to clean it out. And so I was texting my brother and I said, how was that? Because my middle brother did it. And he's like, well, it was multiple dumpsters worth of stuff. But we were all worried that my mom was going to think that it was like my dad being erased.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to be taking it like that. I think, as the days go on, obviously, my mom's doing her own thing. But I'm interested to see what that garage looks like.
You got a new dad yet or no?
Shut up, Bill.
So, yes.
I just was wondering if she was dating yet.
No, she's not dating yet. Woman's 74 years old. She's not going to be dating.
This is your new stepfather.
Hello, this is your father speaking from the Alexa.
She might date.
She might.
You got to prepare yourself
Listen,
for that.
Is there a dating app for elderly people?
It's called Our Time.
Yes, it's called Facebook.
No, I thought Our Time was the magazine, but I think you're right.
No,
it's the
Our
dating
Time.
app. But that's over 50.
It's over 50.
It's not elderly. It's like my age.
You're an Our Time.
I am an Our Timer.
You're an Our Timer.
Oh, God.
AAR time.
Yeah. I don't know. I would be flabbergasted if my mother, who's she going to date?
The neighbor? Is there a
Somebody
neighbor?
else, yeah.
No.
Old people usually
She's a
shack up with the
sweet
neighbor.
lady.
No, she's very sweet, but it's like,
And
no. All of her
I can see her hooking up with a younger man.
what, 65?
No, I'm thinking like
Robbing the cradle?
probably like a 25-year-old, some guy that's into that.
A 25-year-old who wants to have sex with a 74-year-old woman.
They're out there,
my,
man.
My dad's
They're out there. Look
my,
at TikTok.
my dad is the only person she's ever been with.
Yo, what
For
if
now.
what if your mom is who takes Cody's girl virginity?
Shut up, Mary. Jesus. Hi, Mom. It's Alan. Listen, I've got a proposition for you.
I know it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
It'd be a great bet for the show.
How would you like to kill two birds with one stone? You've never been with a black man and you've never been with a gay man.
You don't know she was banging in the 70s.
If she was only with
wasn't.
Alan's dad.
She was only with my dad. My dad got around before he met my mom. I do know that. He's a good-looking dude. He's in the military. No, I know that he was that guy. Southern, right?
Got that southern charm.
Oh, my God. He came up. He up among the Yankees. Holy cow. He was probably neck deep in hoo-has. but my mom, she was a good Catholic girl. And so my dad was the only person.
Yeah, because you know how those Catholic girls,
I'd feel ripped
they're
off.
all good.
I know, but I mean, 50s Catholic girls were in a different situation. Okay, my mom was.
That's what you
What,
told
Cody?
you.
I'd feel ripped off. Like if someone was just like, if they got to go out and explore and be with different women, and then I was just like, well, I'm not gonna have like one penis my entire life. Let me just go out. Let me just get a pass for like a weekend.
Yeah, but that's not important to some
let me
people. They
soil
go, I
myself
found
and
the
then I'll come
person
back."
I love, and I don't have any interest. Not everybody's like that. Some
not about
people
love.
go, huh?
It's not about love sometimes. Like, yeah, I love
Not
you.
for you.
Okay.
But that was it was a very different time. They got married in 1969. My parents were not.
Yeah, they did.
They weren't part of the summer of love, right? My dad was like an ROTC guy. My mom, they were really square.
Wow, back then.
Lovely people, but they were very square. They were. My
ROTC
dad was
rubbing
not.
on tons of chicks.
Mary is shaking her head. Bill Squire is doing a show this weekend.
Multiple shows.
4 shows in all at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls.
I
FunnyStop.com.
just don't understand.
And
So don't think that hilarity stops here. It goes all the way to Cuyahoga Falls this weekend.
Thank you to everybody because we sold a ton of tickets yesterday. So that makes me feel so great. So thank you so much to everybody that bought
See
tickets
what begging
yesterday.
does?
Yep.
You got to get more
Gotta
into that.
beg. So please keep buying tickets.
Nobody else.
BuddyStop.com.
That's right. No one else will promote you but you. When I remember when I first started on the radio in Pittsburgh, I was the greatest self-promoter you ever met, and it made a couple of the people I worked with uncomfortable. And I said, "Fine, wait for someone else to promote you. See how well that goes for you." I was trying to teach them something. They didn't want to hear it. And they're not in the business anymore. How do you like that? Take that. Work in your office job. I don't know what they do. I lost touch with them a long time ago.
Who can we set
but-
your mom up with?
We're not setting my mom up with anybody. She doesn't need to be set up.
Is
She can
Mike
probably get
Snyder
on
married
Raya.
still?
He
What if we
lives
set up
here.
your mom and my mom? Why not?
Bosom buddies.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I
They
don't
could
think
date.
my mom goes that way.
You don't know. You know what she
Mayor's
does.
mom doesn't. She's super religious.
She's
but
way
Yeah.
religious. Yeah, so's his.
Yeah, but so
that,
what?
That
I mean,
might work out real
That
well.
actually might be like what
Yeah.
they've been repressing for years and years.
I'll never love again. And when I said that, I meant man.
That's why she's filling all those storage units, because she's trying to fill a place in her heart.
Oh, we knew that
yeah.
the whole time. Come on, therapy 101.
Huh.
I want to know like about kids who learned that their parents were gay later on in life.
Yo, one of my best friends this just happened to. Her dad came out to them a few years ago. Their parents were married for like 30 years. And he was just like, "Hey guys, I'm a gay guy." And they were all like completely shocked.
How did he arrive at that?
He had been actively gay for a few years.
Okay,
with
so
a
he had been,
boyfriend.
he had been
Yeah.
stepping
Actively
around,
gay.
Yeah.
and nobody knew.
Nobody knew. Kids
So
didn't
he-
know. Mom didn't know.
So he
Nobody
did
knew.
a really good job of keeping that on the low.
They knew of his friend. Like they just thought it was like his best friend, the guy that he went golfing
he got
with and that kind of
emasculated.
stuff.
Oh,
But
well,
he
then
had
they knew.
no, but
I mean,
they didn't though. The way that my friend told me, she was like, "We knew he had a best friend, but a lot of people have best friends, and they did guy stuff together. They went golfing and bowling.
He's always talking about
And
this guy.
camping in the mountains.
He's always
Rode
talking about this
horses.
guy pulling his putts. They go golfing all the time.
He's
Yeah.
just so great. He's just such a good guy. He has such a great heart. And
We drink beers together. We make mac and cheese together.
He's a wonderful cuddler. I mean, he's a wonderful putter. I mean,
cuddler. Wow. So he goes, "Hey guys,
Mhm.
I'm gay
Mhm.
and I'm out this bitch."
Pretty
And-
much.
Yeah.
I guess.
he just jumps away and he has like a rainbow parachute.
Well, because
Glitter comes out.
because, you know, for some people who use that as a way to get out of their marriage, there has to be a follow-up there. You're going to have, if you really want to go through with the charade, you got to be like seen with dudes after that.
Yeah, well,
Because there are plenty of guys who have probably said, "I'm gay," just to get out of being married.
he moved in with his partner
Right.
and
His golfing buddy.
his golfing buddy, and then I guess that kind of fizzled like a year or so ago. I was talking to my girlfriend on
That's
the phone.
usually how it goes.
I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, that kind of like," and she's very sensitive about it, so I wasn't saying a lot of the things I would like
She's-
jokes I would make here, you know.
No, but she's around your age.
She's a couple years older than me, but yeah. But she was saying how her dad's partner ended up like moving out of state like a year after they moved in together. So I'm like, I wonder if like the excitement was gone
He got
after
a nice
Yeah.
young.
no, or
Maybe,
like
maybe
after
he wasn't
they
gay.
were.
Maybe he was just into sneaking around.
Maybe.
Maybe he was into having a secret.
Yeah, he just liked affairs, but yeah.
Well, but that happens with straight people too.
Yeah.
I'm
Somebody
saying-
leaves their wife for some chick, and then she's like, this isn't really, like
Yeah.
you blew up your whole life.
right,
And
exactly.
she's like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And you're like, okay.
Well, that's gay men. Like that is why there's so many DL men, because one, they won't be accepted, and two, men know men, and men know that other men are fickle. Like we know how we are, so we might be into it one moment, and then we might change our minds. It's definitely not worth uprooting your life and you know coming out to your family over. But now, if your mom's a lesbian, says she's a lesbian, you're a goner. Like she will pick up.
yeah,
and
but
leave
that's also,
everything
but that's
and
also,
forget about you.
but that's also what separates the men from the boys. That's what separated me from friends of mine that were desperate to get out of their marriages, but were like,
But that's
I'm just going to
different,
do all this
Alan.
other stuff. It's not different.
Cheating is somewhat, I mean, it's wrong, but it's somewhat normal. People can relate to that.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying whether you are gay or straight and you're not happy in your marriage anymore, you got to get out.
But coming from a gay man, a lot of men would rather have a cheating affair. They'd rather be caught, with a female prostitute, by their wife than have their wife and kids know that they were gay.
No, I understand. I'm just saying
they have a front.
But what I'm saying is that's still more. They're still taking, not the easy way out, but I mean, they're still taking the path of least resistance. Instead of going to their family and saying, I'm gay.
Yeah, that's way
They're going to
more
sneak
difficult.
around. Yeah, because so they're not really going to be themselves because they're like, oh, I would rather keep this secret that's eating me alive and lie to my family.
It's awful, and that's why.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
like
it's not. That's what separates people who are, just pussies from who are hardcore and it'd be like, boy, this is going to suck. It's going to be the worst thing I ever do, but I'll be honest with myself and my family.
I know a man who is.
I can stop sneaking around.
I know a man who is married. And he has a mistress, but his mistress is not really
He has a mister.
Well, he has a mistress, but the mistress is friends with his actual guy that he's cheating with. So she's
a decoy.
She's a beard.
She's a beard for him. He's married, but he has a mistress beard.
But why have a mistress? Who is that the decoy for? His family doesn't know he's doing anything.
So if he gets caught cheating, he'll be with the mistress.
He can blame the mistress and not get outed as gay.
Yeah. So
that's adding a layer that seems entirely unnecessary.
He has a layer
well, gay
because
guys are eccentric.
He doesn't want to be out.
Wait. Okay. Walk me through this.
Start over.
Okay.
So he has a fake mistress who he doesn't have sex with because he's gay.
Correct.
But he's married.
He's
married. He is married.
To a woman.
But who is the mistress for?
The mistress is for him.
No. What? If she's a decoy,
who
is she? Whose attention is she supposed to divert if they don't know about her?
They all the guy he's actually cheating with, the decoy, and the husband are all friends. They hang out together. So whenever they're like, she might rent a hotel room for the boys so they can hang out, but she'll be there just around, maybe shopping or whatever. So if
wait. In case they get caught, she can swoop in and go, no, he's not gay.
He's not gay.
He's having sex with me. This sounds really, really...
It's a front mistress, so he doesn't
This
get
is a
caught.
person you know?
Uh-huh.
This sounds completely made up to me.
So he says, I'm
Why
going
do
out with
this?
Shelly tonight, but really he's with Dave.
No, but his
he's
wife's
not
not going
telling
to
him
want him
anything.
going out with some female.
This is confusing.
It doesn't make sense. Why add that extra layer?
He's adding the extra layers because she's using his phone, or he is using her... Sorry.
Why can't he just sneak around with a dude?
He doesn't want to be outed. He is very religious. He would be outed. He would be exiled from his family.
Well, that
from his
very
religion.
religious and having problems with homosexuality goes without saying. But what I'm saying is, outed by whom? If he's just your other friend,
He would rather be caught as a cheater,
but
than
not
be-
a golf. Why not just say this is my golfing buddy, like the other guy did?
Because the guy's really religious too. They're really like in cahoots together. So it's essentially they don't out me, I won't out you. That's essentially how.
Right,
This
but
is
I
going
don't
to blow up in their
understand.
face real bad, and it's going to be...
I don't understand what part the woman plays.
The woman is.
Who's going to catch him? Possibly.
He's afraid that his wife might catch him or someone might catch him, so they never hang out in
And
public.
he'd rather be caught with a woman than a guy.
Yes, so he
I
goes
mean,
out in public with the female. Like he will be,
But who does the wife think the female is?
they try not to be.
She doesn't
surrounded
know
by
about him.
Yeah, she doesn't know
But
about
then
him.
if she doesn't know about the...
I think it's also part of him lying to himself, too.
Yes, he
Yeah.
wants a layer of protection, and essentially this girl is going to lay on this sword for him if he gets caught. That's essentially what it is. She's friends with both of them. She doesn't like the fact that they're both hiding their sexuality.
And in this mind, this person's like, I'm super religious. That's
Yes.
why I have to do all this.
Correct. I mean,
Just outlaw religion and this stuff will go away.
I'm not saying it's right, but that's what he feels comfortable with. He's like,
But religious
I
or
will-
not, I don't understand the layer of the woman.
just a layer, just so I'm not going to be seen out in public with another man. That
Let's
I'm sleeping with.
say, I have to go to break here, but let's say he gets caught.
Alan, I
Oh.
was driving through.
Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Let's say he gets caught.
Mm-hmm.
By whom? Friends aren't going to say. I mean, wouldn't anybody who saw him with the woman tell his wife he was with a woman?
Correct. I didn't say it made sense.
But a guy you could just pass off as a buddy.
I think he's
You can't pass off the woman as a pal. Oh, we go golfing together. The guy, at least, you could pass off as a friend. People would believe that. Your wife is not going to catch you unless she busts into a hotel room. But, I mean, you could pal around with a dude without that extra layer. I don't get that at all.
He's not comfortable with that. I don't know what to tell you. He's not comfortable with
He's
it.
not
Can you
comfortable
have him call in?
He's not comfortable with having fake guy friends?
I guess.
Huh.
I don't know how he found this dude, but I know the side piece. So I know all the 401.
Does he pay her? What's in this for her?
I don't know. I didn't ask that much. I was
Huh.
just like, oh, okay.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, God bless. Let me break here. I'll have those tickets for you. If you want to go see Tenacious D, Jack Black, Kyle Gass, back on the road with DJ Doug Pound as their support. They're going to play September 16th. It's a Friday night out at Blossom. I'll have a couple of tickets for you after the break. 35192 if you want to text, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show.
On iHeartRadio.
Get ready to win your way into our 2022 iHeartRadio Music